a house wash, a driveway cleaning, a 20 by 40 concrete patio, 10 by 10 Trex decks, as well as exterior window cleaning using our water-fed pole, and we quoted $2,200. So this customer had received one of our postcards in the mail. They gave us a call. She had told me that they had been holding on to the postcard for a couple months and were finally ready to pull the trigger. They apologized profusely because they needed to have the job done yesterday. They needed it done in an expedited manner, like most customers, because they were having Christmas lights put up and a bunch of other decorations around the house. And they said that it had been several years since they had had the house washed, and there was mildew all over the white eaves, and they just didn't want to decorate a dirty house. So, like I said, they called to get a price on the house wash. They had also told me that they had a postcard for 15% discount for a driveway if they had scheduled a driveway cleaning at the same time as a house wash. So I had also asked them to take a look around the house and let me know if there was anything else that they needed to have cleaned while we were out there. And that is when they added on the concrete patio and the Trex decks and the windows, like I told you. She had asked if the windows were cleaned during the house washing process. I had to explain to her, like I do to so many customers, that the windows are going to be cleaned. We remove any kind of mold, mildew, and any other surface pollutants, but they are not going to be squeegee clean. But we could do an exterior window cleaning as well with our pure water system, which would have them looking absolutely pristine and spot free. So she said that all of that sounded great and to send her over a price. So I grabbed my phone, I opened up 𝗤𝘂cie, I entered their address, and I started getting the estimate together. But before I go on, I did want to mention everything on the resource page is 25% off for Christmas. For this month only, this is our way of saying thank you for all of the support. It's our way of saying happy holidays and Merry Christmas. So use promo code Santa if you want to take advantage of that big discount. So like I said, I put it all together. I emailed it over to her, anticipating a quick signature and a quick approval, confirming the appointment through the app, but that did not happen. She texted me back saying that the price was a little bit more than they had anticipated spending this time of year. She wished me a Merry Christmas and thanked me for my time. Now, this is not a big deal. This happens all of the time, and it goes to prove that not everybody is your customer, and you are not the right fit for everybody out there. You have to do you, they have to do them, and if it works out, it works out. But we're never going to compromise our quality or the value that we provide just to get a job. We don't want to stay busy. We want to make money. Now, don't get me wrong. I am open to negotiation, but sometimes the prices are just so far out of whack that it just doesn't work. So I went ahead and I declined it in 𝗤𝘂cie and I moved on. And if you remember, I had said earlier that they were in a hurry. She did ask me how quickly we could get out there if we were to get the job, and I told her that we could make it happen as soon as they needed us. But again, the price was too high, so it was irrelevant. Until I got another message several days later asking for a phone call ASAP. So they declined. The price was too high. They needed it done super fast. And then several days go by, and now she needed a return call ASAP. So I already know what this means. I've got a pretty good idea of what happened, or what I think probably happened, but they are panicking now, which means I will be calling them back, but I waited about 30 minutes simply because there is some psychology involved with sales, and this is sales. A lot of people hate sales. A lot of people are scared of sales. A lot of people don't even realize that they're selling every single day, but that's what you do when you run a business. So I'm guessing this is what transpired in this particular scenario. They didn't like our price. They called around and they got other prices. They found somebody that would do it less than us. This is not uncommon, and it is to be expected, and there is nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing that we can do about that except lower our prices. And like I said, that's not something that I like to do. So they obviously got a price from somebody else that worked for them. They got on their schedule and something went wrong. Either that company couldn't do the job, or maybe they realized that they'd underbid the job, or who knows what else. So I gave her a call back, and to my surprise, only a fraction of what I surmised actually took place. The reason that they were now needing me to do the job at the price that I had quoted originally, and they weren't trying to negotiate price now, was the one thing the other company would not do. So she told me that they did in fact find a better price from somebody else because they continued to shop around. They found somebody with a lower price. Surprisingly though, it was not significantly lower. She said they were only about $600 cheaper than we were, and that was with the 15% discount on her driveway. Regardless, she liked their price better. She got on their schedule. They confirmed that they would be there to take care of the job, and the day before that company was supposed to be there, she actually called them just to confirm because, like I said, they were adamant about the timing of getting this job done. In that conversation with the other contractor, he had asked her if they were going to be home during the cleaning. and she had said that they were actually out of town. They're picking up their daughter from college, and they would be home in a couple days. That's when the dude told her that they would have to reschedule until they got home so this guy could get paid. She tried to explain to him that they had to be out of town, they had to pick their daughter up, and they needed to get that job done, which is why they scheduled it with this company, and would pay them as soon as they got home, or they would even prepay or give a deposit as long as they could make sure that the job was taken care of while they were away. This guy said that they weren't there to give him cash, that he couldn't do the job, right? Unless they were there when he was finished, he wasn't doing it. Obviously, they were not going to rearrange the trip to pick up their daughter from college to come home for Christmas just because this guy was unable to run his business like a professional. He was running it like a brokey. And I hear and see this all of the time, and it's kind of sad, but I understand to some degree. But if you're running a business, a legitimate business, then the success of your business probably should not hinge on one job alone, or the fact that it may take a day or two to get paid for that job. I also am fully aware, and I completely understand that when you're first starting out, sometimes it is a job-to-job thing, and you're relying on every single job, every single dollar, every single penny to either reinvest in your business or just to survive. But there are tools and there are resources out there, some even free, that allow you to run your business like a professional, that prevents you from having to walk away from really good jobs like this just because somebody can't pay you when you're done. Now, I assure you this customer is probably never going to call that business back. In fact, I know they won't. Because they conducted themselves in a way which may have been necessary for their business, or at least they thought it was necessary for their business, but it's not. And the unfortunate thing is they lost that job. We got it because we have systems in place that allow our customers not to be home when the job is being done. We send an invoice once the job is done. They come home. They make sure everything meets their expectations. And of course, they can either send us a check in the mail or they can pay us online through the payment portal in 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗤. And I have seen a significant change how people pay over the last 10 years or so. In the past, probably 80% of people would mail us a check, or they would use their online banking to generate a check from the bank, which would then be mailed to us. But over the past 5 years or even less, the overwhelming majority of people, they just pay online. They use a debit card, they use a credit card. It's super fast, it's super easy. And now, when you've got Apple Pay or you've got Google Pay or a stored credit card on your phone, it makes it even that much easier, that much faster, that much quicker for your customers. These are the things that allow your business to grow. This contributes to the scalability of your business. Because if you're hindering yourself by only servicing those customers that have to be home for you to do the job so you can get paid, you're never going to grow, or you're never really going to achieve the success that I probably think that you want to achieve. But because your mindset is that of somebody that is, I don't want to say it, but broke. You've got a broke mindset. It's going to have a direct impact on your business. We have to make everything as simple as possible. It has to be user-friendly. It has to provide the instant gratification that is customary in today's world. You need to make it easy to get in contact with you. You need to make it easy for your customer to get a quote, to get on the schedule. You got to make it easy for them to pay. These are the things that are going to contribute to the long-term success of your business. And yeah, my price was higher than probably everybody else out there, at least in my market. But because I've set myself up with the right tools, the right platforms, obviously the right marketing, and the knowledge on how to get things done in an efficient manner, right, which exceed my customers' expectations, we're able to charge those prices on a consistent and a regular basis. And because of that, I don't have to live from job to job. Now, this does come with some time, but if you set yourself up now for success, set yourself up as a professional business, right? Set yourself up as somebody that customers look at as a resource and not a problem. Because when you're a problem, they're not going to be your customers. So that is it, guys. And the bottom line is to make it as easy as possible to do business with your company. Take those things that people want, the things that people need and they expect, and figure out a way to implement them into your business. Make them your own. Highlight those things, right? Because that is what people want. Obviously, you can use 𝗤𝘂𝑠ɪ and you can use it for free to not only send estimates and send invoices, but to collect payment, right? And you'll get paid almost immediately. People that pay with credit cards or debit cards, they tend to pay significantly faster. It's a click of a button on their phone, one and done. They receive it, they pay it, you get paid. It's fast, it's simple, and it's going to make your life and your business so much easier. So that is it. I hope that you guys were able to take a little bit of value from this video. Don't forget to check out the resource page, 25% off. Use promo code Santa. That is until the end of the month. And of course, download 𝗤𝘂IQ. It is on both the Apple and the Google Play Store. And don't forget to register to win for the 𝗤𝘂IQ Pressure Washing Business Starter Kit. We're giving away a 4-gallon per minute Kraken pressure washer from Southeast Soft Wash, a 20-inch surface cleaner, and a 100-foot of high-pressure hose. All you got to do is click the link below to see how you can register to win. And that's it. Merry Christmas.